Hi, I'm Vince Petrano.
And I'm Susan Kim. Another violent night in the city of Milwaukee. A 4-year-old girl is recovering after being hit by a stray bullet. Police report that someone fired 13 shots at a home near 67th and Capitol last night. The girl was hit while playing on a couch inside. She was taken to the hospital and is expected to fully recover. Milwaukee police have not yet announced any arrests.
Milwaukee police dealing with a violent week as we've been talking about 7 murders just since Sunday. Police Chief Ed Flynn says he wants better laws to stop criminals from getting guns.
This is still a narrow slice of the population that's putting the entire community at risk. And if we can't figure out a way to felonize it when we catch them before they shoot somebody, we're not going to stop the violence.
Milwaukee Mayor Tom Barrett now wants to allocate $2 million to help pay for police overtime. A vigil planned tonight for one of the people killed this week. 40-year-old Archie Brown Jr. shot dead Sunday. Happened after he accidentally hit and killed a 2-year-old boy while driving. The vigil is set for 6 o'clock tonight at Wall Park. Brown's funeral will be held next week.
More local news now. A protest is planned today on the campus of UW Parkside. Organizers say students want lawmakers to take action against Governor Walker's $300 million in proposed budget cuts. It is just the latest demonstration planned on a UW campus. Today's protest is set to begin at noon. Another protest planned today by fast food workers. They plan to rally in cities across the country, including Milwaukee and Madison. Organizers are calling for a $15 hourly wage and union organization. The nationwide protest comes 2 weeks after McDonald's announced it will give some of its employees a $1 an hour raise.
Just a few hours left. If you still need to file your taxes, today, of course, is the deadline, and returns need to be postmarked or submitted online today. If not, they will be considered late. People who need more time can file for an extension, but you have to at least have that done by today as well. If you do not file a return, you could face penalties. A special honor for former baseball commissioner Bud Selig. The U.S. Army presented him last night with the Outstanding Civilian Service Award, one of the highest honors the military branch can bestow upon a private citizen. The Army recognizing Selig for baseball's support of soldiers and veterans in general during his tenure.
Well, Severe Weather Awareness Week continues in southeastern Wisconsin, so we don't have any severe weather today, but wanted to go through the categories as far as the severe risks are concerned for when we do. Yellow, if you see that, we're under a slight risk. That would mean that we have a very slight chance of seeing some stronger thunderstorms. An enhanced risk is the orange, a better chance for some of those stronger thunderstorms. Moderate risk, that's when we start talking, you have to really pay attention. Those are when you see the reds in kind of circling your area. And high risk is the pink, and those are for long-lived, very widespread and incredibly intense events. Large tornado outbreaks are expected in our high-risk days. For us, though, no severe weather outlook, just pretty quiet. Off to the west, though, we do have fire weather warnings. Those are red flag warnings that just mean it's really dry. We're going to have enough of a wind, and dry conditions with the sunshine are going to allow us to prime conditions for some of those brush fires. So don't do any burning today. High pressure keeping the sunshine in our forecast. Some moisture down to the south, but notice as it starts to creep up to the north, a lot of that disappears, and that's going to be the story throughout the day today. High pressure keeping us dry, keeping the sunshine out. Another beautiful day in southeastern Wisconsin, and it's going to feel very much like spring with a cooler by the lake theme. Overnight tonight, though, some of that moisture starts to creep on in. A lot of this will disappear overnight as it hits that dry air that's in place, but we could be looking at a couple light isolated sprinkles or a couple isolated showers overnight. Then tomorrow afternoon, skies will be clearing. We'll be looking at another sunny and pleasant day with temps cooler by the lakefront on Thursday. Biggest problem with our forecast over the next several days is going to be the allergy report. Trees and mold for your predominant pollens, and those are going to be causing the most problems for us here in southeastern Wisconsin. Again, really not going to see much rain to take away some of those pollens out of the air. Breaking down the forecast for today, though, 56 degrees your high in Milwaukee and along the lakefront. 62 away from Lake Michigan. A little bit of a breeze off the lake by the time we get to the afternoon. Then overnight, that moisture could bring us an isolated shower or a few stray sprinkles. 41 degrees your overnight low. And throughout your Thursday, starting off the day with some clouds and maybe a morning sprinkle. Then skies will be clearing. 54 degrees your high in Milwaukee. Mostly dry day. Another day with 60s away from Lake Michigan. And that jet stream, well, that's going to bring some really cold air into the forecast for next week. So enjoy the 7-day forecast that we have for right now, because we're talking a beautiful day on Friday with a high of 63 degrees, cooler for the weekend.